celebrate. They have done it.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with a match preview for Newcastle United's upcoming game this Sunday, 4:30 kickoff down at the Emirates against Mikel Arteta, the bedwetters Arsenal. That's right. We've only got 2 games left to go. This is third versus second, and if we beat Arsenal, Champions League is pretty much guaranteed. At the time of recording this, the Friday night games have not been played. Now, if Aston Villa somehow managed to lose and Chelsea managed to get beat by Manchester United, which is very, very unimaginable, really, the way Man United are playing right now, Newcastle will have Champions League hose, but I think it's going to go down to the last 2 games. So we're going to get stuck into this, go through the team, talk about how I think we're going to line up. There's been some injury news for us, definitely injury news for them. So we'll make sure we'll cover them as well, talk about all the key battles and how we think the game is going to go. If that's the kind of thing you guys like, click subscribe, help us get to the next milestone. We're just under 10,300, so hopefully pushing us on to 11,000. We'll have another great prize for that. Congratulations to the guys who won the prizes recently as well for the 10K prize. There'll be plenty more in the Evermore wardrobe going forward, but you need help. Get us there. Recommend us to family and friends. So what we're going to do about this football game then. Now, this is an interesting one for me because I'm less scared about Arsenal than I have been about all of the fixtures coming through. And the reason being is we seem to be the thorn in Arsenal's side with the itch they can't scratch, would get under their skin. Regardless of Mikel Arteta's weird statement that he's never been beaten by a top 6 team. Newcastle beat you 3 times this season, mate. And hopefully we'll beat you again on Sunday, but I'm not too sure about that. I'll get stuck into that in a minute. But we have had some obviously big injury blows. Joe Linton still looks like he's going to be out for the rest of the season. Trippier's not going to be ready for this game. And obviously Sven Botman's knee injury flaring up again. That's a big concern. Eddie Howe was very quick to play that down in the press conference, said it wasn't a serious injury. It was just a little niggle. Didn't rule him out of this game completely, but I don't think he will make it. So this is how I think we're going to line up. I think Eddie will stick with the 3 at the back. Nick Pope in goal. I think Emil Kraft's going to come in on that right side of the centre-back 3. Emil Kraft never let us down, and he played really well when he come on at the weekend there, just gone. I think he'll do a good job in this back 3. It's Fabian Schär in the middle, Dan Burn to the left-hand side. The wing-backs will be Jacob Murphy one side, Tino Livramento on the other, with Tonali and Bruno in midfield, and then the front 3 of Harvey Barnes, Alexander Isak, the player that Arsenal covets so much, and Anthony Gordon, the scourge of Arsenal this season. So this is not going to be an easy game, though, even though Arsenal are a little bit off form. They drew with Liverpool 2-2. They still don't have a centre-forward. That's why they want to sign our centre-forward. But unless you got 150 million quid, guys, you ain't going to get him. Even though all the Arsenal fans in the build-up to this game will all be about, we're going to sign Isak in the summer, blah, blah, blah. I'm sick of hearing about it. I don't think Isak will go anywhere if we get Champions League. And I think that we will, and this result will help us get there as well. But looking at Arsenal's injury concerns, there is quite a few. They're missing some big hitters there. Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, and Leandro Trossard, the man who looks like he's never slept for 3 days. All those players have been back in training. They've had some niggles. Mikel Arteta has refused to rule them out, but I don't think they'll make it for this game. So we might see the likes of Ethan Nwaneri, who's actually a really dangerous player, by the way. But, Dan Burn and Tino had him in their pockets last time we played. Raheem Sterling looks like he's completely done at this level. And maybe Kieran Tierney can even come in from the call on their left-hand side, or Zinchenko. So they're going to be really going at their reserves to field the starting lineup. Now, SofaScore has them lined up like this. You've got David Raya, who's definitely got a rick in them, 100%. Timber, Saliba, who, again, Isak has had his life this season. Kouar, you got Lewis Skelly, who, again, the media are blown up as the best left-back in the league. He's not. Lewis Hall was until he got injured. Martin Odegaard, who looks woefully off form right now, seems to do more hair flicks than actual tricks on the pitch. Thomas Partey, again, who was a good, solid defensive midfielder, but I don't think these two can hang with Tonali or Bruno in this game. Zinchenko coming in, Saka, who's the danger man, but I fancy Tino to sort him out because Tino's got the pace. Martinelli and Nwaneri. That's what they've got Arsenal lined up as, and that's a patched-together Arsenal side for me. We've beaten better Arsenal sides than that this season, but Arsenal aren't really playing for anything anymore. Now, in this battle here, if we beat Arsenal, we leapfrog them and we go second. If we win this game and the Everton game, we are second. If we win this game, Champions League is pretty much home and hose. But I think Arsenal will put up a fight against us. There is no doubt about it. But we seem to have this unique ability to wind up Mikel Arteta, wind their players up, rattle them. It all depends on how strong the referee is on Sunday. We'll see very, very early on. SofaScore have gone for a 1-1 draw, and I tend to agree as well. I think this will be a draw. I don't think Newcastle will get beaten this game. I'd love us to nick a victory. And if Isak decides to turn up, which he hasn't done, then the past few weeks, we could easily do it because they just cannot live with Alexander the Great. They really, really can't. But I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this game. And I think that's a great result for us to take it to the last game of the season where we're going to be playing Everton at home. And you fancy us to win that. I know Jordan Pickford, the Mackem, will hopefully, well, he'll be hoping he has the game of his life and prevents us from getting in the Champions League. But hopefully that won't be the case. And we'll batter Everton in the last game of the season. But Newcastle could definitely get this signed, sealed, delivered if they beat Arsenal at the weekend. It's not beyond the realms of possibility. But my gut feeling tells me this is going to be a draw. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think about the game. What do you think about our lineup as well? Do you think there'll be a surprise? Do you think Eddie's pulling the wool over our eyes? Will Botman come back in? Or do you think he'll revert back to the 4-3-3? Or do you think he'll go with this 3 at the back, which has worked so well against Arsenal this season? And who's the danger man you're worried about from Arsenal? Is it Saka? Is it Martinelli? Would you be worried about another player completely that I haven't covered? But do you think we're going to win or get beat or draw? We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment in. We'll do a best reply. We don't ignore you. It's not the kind of channel we are. Like and subscribe, guys. Keep it evermore. We'll be back with a live post-match reaction to this game on Sunday, where hopefully I'm smiling ear to ear because we battered Arsenal, beat them again. We'll have to listen to Mikel Arteta moan in the press conferences, and we'll all laugh at him crying his eyes out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the post-match. Have a belter. See you later. Cheers.
Heroes celebrate. They have done it.